Hi, this is Will Hooper. Welcome to Winging It with Jack, and today I'm going to show you how to play chess. Now, chess on the outside can seem like a complicated, nerdy game per se, but once you learn the rules and once you understand it a bit, it's actually kind of fun. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to set up. Then I'm going to show you what each piece is and how they move and attack, and I'm going to show you how to win. All right. So once you got all your pieces out, you're ready to set up. All right. So you should have 8 of these little guys right here. They're called pawns, all right? And so they go on the second to last row of the board, like so. All right, so we're gonna work outside in, all right? So the outermost pieces are these little rook guys right here. They look like little castle towers. So they go around the outside. You should have 2 of them. All right, so next, right besides the rooks, you're gonna have these horses. All right, again, you should have 2 of them. They're called knights. All right, so there we go. Ooh, mixed them up actually. All right, and next we have bishops. All right, you see they have the little bishop hats. All right, you should have 2 of them. And next are the queens, right there. And make sure you line the queens up with each other, like so. And your most important pieces, the kings. And the same thing goes for these. You should line them up as well. All right, so now you got it all set up. Now I'm gonna show you how to move each individual piece. So I'm gonna start with these little pawn guys right here. All right, so again, you have 8 of them, and this is how they move, all right? So on the first move of each pawn, you have an option if you want to move 2 forward or just 1 forward. But after you make this after you make up your mind, then you can only move once forward, like so. You cannot move backward, you cannot move side to side, you can't do that, and you cannot move diagonally unless. So I move 2 here, this guy moves 2 here, and there's a guy 1 space diagonal of me. So I can attack him, capture his pawn, and go into space. That's good. That's the only way you can attack with a pawn. You cannot attack head on. You cannot do that, all right? Basically, this pawn is locked until either piece goes 1 space diagonal. All right, so next we talk about the rooks. All right, so the rook guys right here, they can only move side to side like this, or up and down like this. They cannot skip over pieces, all right? And they cannot change directions in 1 move. It's 1 direction, 1 move, and another direction, another move. All right. Now the knights right here, they kind of move. They kind of move kind of weird because they kind of make it. They make an L formation. So like 1, 2, 1 to the right or to the left, or 1, 1, 2, right or left. They can even go backwards. And another thing about knights is that they can jump over other pieces. So let's just say I want to attack this piece right here because it's at the end of my L, all right? I can jump over my piece and capture this pawn right here. But you could only attack, so let's just say it's a situation like this, all right? I cannot do this and capture 2 pawns, all right? It has to be at the end of the L. All right, it has to be at the end of the L. All right, so next is the bishops right here. These guys are pretty simple. They move diagonally. And again, like the rooks, you cannot change. You cannot change directions in 1 move. And also like the rooks, you cannot jump over pieces. You can't do that. Only the knight can do that. Only the knight can jump over pieces. All right, so next we have the queen right here. So this is basically the rook and the bishop combined. So, like the rook, it can move up and down and side to side. And like the bishop, it can move diagonally. So, it's important that you keep this piece because this is a very powerful piece right here. Now, your most important piece is the king right here. And that's the objective of the game. The objective of the game is to capture your king, all right? So the king can move one space up and down, one space side to side, and one space diagonally. So it can move within these boxes, all right? And it cannot change directions in one move. All right, none of these pieces can change directions in one move. All right, let's look at this for example, okay? I am targeting the king right here because remember, the queen can move up and down. All right, so I'm targeting the king right now. So I have to say check, all right? So my opponent has several options, okay? He can, one, move his king like that, and he will not be in check no more. He can block the attacker's path, or let's just say if this pawn was right here, he can attack my attacker and capture my queen right there. All right, and this is not a situation for just the queen. It could be the rook or the let's say if I'm right here, it could be the knight as well, or the bishop. It could be about anybody. Anyone can call a check. All right, even as simple as a pawn right here can call a check. Let's look at this for example. Okay, so as you can see, the white has only a knight and the king. All right, I have two rooks and a queen. All right, so it's my turn and I decide to move my rook here. All right, so I declare checkmate and the game's over and I win. Because it doesn't matter where the king moves, he's gonna get captured. If the king moves either here or here, he's gonna get captured by this rook. If he moves either these three spaces, he's gonna get captured by the other rook. So I basically blocked all of his paths of escape and I win. So that's basically how you win. It could be other situations. You can checkmate with a knight. It could be about anybody. So that's the basic rule of chess. I hope you learned a lot and take care.